again for sticking around. I know it's been a barrel of laughs. My name is Melissa May. My last name is Smith. So now that you know all three of my names, we're officially dating. Okay. I'm from a big Irish Catholic family. My mom is actually one of 16. Leave it to the Catholics to believe in the Immaculate Conception, but not birth control. Yeah. You know, they're like, ooh, well, you know, we kind of look after our own, and the more kids you have, the more chances Father John gets to, you know, get lucky. So I want to keep that, keep it in the fam. But I am Irish. I have red hair. And I got a lot of, does the carpet match the pubes, you know, growing up. And nowadays, ladies like to shave or wax, right? And we call that hardwood floors. There's not a carpet or a rug to be munched. Being a recovering Catholic, though, I went a little bit more biblical. I have a burning bush. So if you want to see God, come see me. There's also another stereotype about redheads, right, that we are quick to anger. And it's true. I can snap on a dime. And I will cut a bitch in public in broad daylight. All I need is to put my SPF on first. I'm your girl. Recently, a guy said to me, you know, I like my pussy waxed. And I said, well, then wax your pussy, Jeff. Nobody's stopping me. I recently moved here from San Francisco, and like almost a year ago, and I am getting back into dating here on the island. It's interesting, and I gotta say, there's a lot of different kinds of guys here, but you know, there seems to be like one common thread, and that seems to be a bit of like homophobia. There's a lot of homophobia on this island. It's like the guy that would like fuck a dude and then call him gay, you know? A lot of lifted trucks also give them away. But I have like a Jane Goodall approach to men. Like I like to study them, you know, from a safe distance because you can't trust them. And I have to say that, like, you know, if you're homophobic, it feels like it should be common knowledge at this point that if you are homophobic, you are probably emotionally stunted and cut off from the whole human experience, right? Or gay. Yeah. Now it's interesting as well. I have been hearing, you know, a lot of like, I'll say inappropriate language. Like I'm not the, you know, language police or anything, but I do feel like there are words that like could be said by some and maybe not others. And as a white woman, the N-word is used around me that like are not used by black people. And if that absolutely is because I'm white. If I were a woman of color, it would not be said, right? But it's interesting that like the N-word is like the only word that is given a pass by like the people, right? Because like my cousin is a special ed teacher, and she, throughout all of her years of experience, you know, have never had a family come to her and say, "You've been really good with our son. You can totally say retard." Totally, it's like you're part of the family. Yeah. See, it's not funny, and yet it's used. It's the same as like you wouldn't go to a gay pride parade and call a bunch of people something. So I guess my message here, it's not really a joke, is if you cannot go up to the group of people that you're referring to with the word and say it, keep it out of your fucking mouth. You know what I mean? But anyway, that's a new bit. Didn't go over well, that's fine. Dating, yeah. So I've found that like men are kind of like carbohydrates. I can't keep any in my house. They go straight to my ass. I enjoy them mostly on vacation. And mostly they're just like not that good for you. You know what I mean? And so, but you know, you give them up for a little bit, and eventually you start eating them again, right? And I have a question for the ladies. Have you ever seen a penis and decided just then that you just want to be friends? Yeah. And you know, like, as we've been kind of dating online recently, through the last year or so, it's been easier to kind of filter out the small kings, mostly through video chats. But what do you do face to face with dicks out, right? I have a tip for the ladies if it's like all tip. And that tip is whatever you choose to do, right? And if you decide to sleep with them, like you're getting into heaven, like right away, like you're taking one for the team. And the team I'm talking about are the incels. But no, whatever you choose to do, hand job, blow job, just do it terribly. That way they just want to be friends as well. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. It's okay, let it resonate with you. Now, another thing I like to ask men early on in dating is, do you like to eat shellfish? Oysters, specifically. And you can gauge a man's response, whether he will eat your peach fish or not. I call her a peach fish, mostly because sometimes she's sweet and sometimes she's a little briny. Yeah. Now, if he loves eating oysters, he will lick your shell clean. Relax the throat, let it go down. But if he is like, I don't really like it, it's not really my thing, he is in fact doing that thing terribly, so you can just be friends with him. Yeah? Yeah. Insights all around you guys. Last tip is what? Oh, asking a guy how aware you are of your triggers and traumas, and what are you doing to heal that in order to not project that shit onto me? Another way of asking is, are you in therapy? Now, I am, and I think everybody can benefit from therapy, I really do. And my therapist and I are doing work with what's it called? Attachment theory, have you guys heard of it? Cool. There are 3 kinds. The first is avoidant. You avoid intimacy, fellas, I think you guys got that one down. The next is anxious, where you cling, ladies. And the third is secure. You actually want and seek attachment and commitment. And something I realized is that I am famously attracted to my dad. Nothing like daddy issues on a Tuesday night, am I right?
Right.
Yeah. Now, I guess what I'm trying to say is now, with the help of my therapist, I'm trying to fuck my mom. Yeah. Speaking of parents, are there any parents in the crowd? All right. Are there any would-be parents if you kept it? I've decided as a 34-year-old single woman that I'm just going to be very honest at family functions from now on. The next question I get asked, Melissa, why don't you have any kids? I'm just going to say, well, I could have 2. Melissa, why don't you have a boyfriend? It's kind of the same answer, like I just don't want to be a mom. So I'll leave you with this. This guy drove by me on a scooter a couple days ago. The first time I didn't notice because he drove around a second time and honked and waved. And I paused and I was like, do I know you? I don't think I do. And he turns into the parking lot that I'm walking through and he says, hey, you. I pop an earbud out and I'm like, excuse me? And he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were my friend Sarah. Turns out you're just a beautiful redhead. And I was like, all right, well, waste my time. Let's talk. So we start chatting and he says to me, at some point, men can't even be men anymore. And I was like, interesting, what do you mean? He's like, well, I can't even tell a woman she's beautiful without it becoming like a Me Too movement. And I was like, compliment rate very different. And he's like, with a body like yours, it's like you're asking for it. And I was like, getting closer. Okay. All right. But, I find it interesting that men, when they compliment women, he's like, I can't even whistle at a woman, He's like, well, that makes us feel unsafe and uncomfortable. So I've decided that I'm going to start complimenting men in a way that makes them uncomfortable and them feel unsafe. So the next time a man walks by me that I find attractive, I'm going to say something like, you look like a provider. You look emotionally intelligent. You look like you would consistently communicate your wants and needs with me. Can I get away with one more? Yeah? What do you think about this one? You look, oh. Of course, the one that I'm thinking of is out of my mind. Well, I'll leave you with, you look respectful. Thank you, guys.
Melissa May, everybody. One more time for Melissa. All right, guys. We only got one more left. But before we bring this last guy up, remember to tip our bartender and our waitresses, guys. They're working for tips here. Maybe you wanted to tip 50%, tip 51%. They're supporting like 6 kids at home, whatever it is. This next comic, guys, he's our headliner tonight, guys. Not like a smooth glass of whiskey. This guy's like a snort of cocaine. Give it up for my good friend Paco Loco, everyone.
Give it up, give it up, give it up! For this table right here, beautiful ass women, like, oh my God, like, I am so happy y'all came here. Usually this shit's like a sausage fest. We got like Megan Thee Stallion and the crew up in here, like, damn! They're from Ohio, right? Y'all from Ohio? You from Michigan? Michigan and Ohio don't get along. Like, that's the main football game, everybody. Michigan versus Ohio, they hate each other. But thank you so much. They said they was from Ohio. I'm like, yo, you know Dave Chappelle? Like, yo, you know Cat Williams? Like, oh shit, they awesome. Like, I love me some black women. Once you go black, you don't come back. I tell you that for real. Like, oh my God, I love some black women. Like, for real. I went to a black college, yo. I'm the only Puerto Rican in a black college, yo. So black women love me. You know why? Because I got the good hair. Yeah. I love me some black women, though. Like, let me tell you, white fellas right now, anybody from around, like, you ain't never had black women, oh, don't touch their hair. Don't touch their hair. They don't like that shit. Oh, I only got sucker punched in the face one time in sex. And that's because I'm usually fucking white women, and they like when you pull the hair when you hit me from the back. Don't do that shit to a sister. No. You will catch a right cross so fast, it'll fuck up the whole mood. Like, for real, like, damn. For real. As I said, like, I'm Puerto Rican, yo. Everybody think I'm local until I start talking. You know what I mean? And like, when they first met me, they was just like, you're too quiet to be the headliner. Like, yeah, that's because I know when a woman sees you, she knows from the back if she wants to fuck you or not. Like, she knows as soon as she sees you. And the only way is, it's not gonna happen if I fuck it up. That's how, if I start talking and I say something stupid, like, oh, I done fucked it up, like, Zane. That's why when they met me, like, you quiet, like, I know, I ain't say nothing stupid. I'm gonna fuck this up, like, shit. But I come here, like, I'm Puerto Rican. When I come, I'm not from here, I'm from Philadelphia. Being from Philadelphia, like, it's a big work ethic. So when I come here, like, I work hard, like, I'm Puerto Rican, like, I got 6 jobs, yo. 6 jobs. Oh, how much jobs you got? One job, you lazy son of a bitch. Like, I got 6 jobs, son. 6. I'm Puerto Rican, you know what I mean, from the islands, like, but I'm, you know what I mean, so I come here. I'm gonna tell you about some of the jobs. Like, one of the jobs that I got that's really, really crazy, like, I used to be famous for MCing events, being famous for comedy. I did a lot of radio. Now, you know what I'm famous for? Driving Uber. Yeah, I'm driving Uber, like, yo, it's like, now, before people used to be like, hey, I saw you from the, yeah. Now it's like, my Uber driver! Like, so, pays real good. Like, it's crazy being an Uber driver because I only do it at night. And I do it at night. When you do drive an Uber at night, it's like a video game. It's like Grand Theft Auto and shit. Like, there's no cars. I can go as fast as I want. Like, the only thing is, like, you just can't hop into a better car and punch somebody in the face and take their car and shit. Like, I wish I could do that. There's some rich-ass people driving some banging-ass car. I'm like, yo, this is Grand Theft Auto. That'd be my car right now. Like, I'll just punch this dude, take it. But listen, it's also like a video game. You ever played this video game, Pokemon Go? Y'all remember this video game? It was a video game. I know you don't do the social media, right? But it's this video game, like it's half reality, half real. It gives you a map, and you walk around and you pick up like these little monsters. Just like Uber, like for real, like. And you be picking up Pokemon, so I be driving around, but instead of picking up Pokemon, it's like, oh shit, there goes, that's a Drunkosaur, right there, Drunkosaur. I'm gonna go pick up the Drunkosaur. It's either a Drunkosaur or a Horosaurus, either or. That's the only thing driving 3 in the morning in the middle of the night, like. It's crazy, my job. I got a job. My other job, I'm a professional DJ. I DJ a lot of events. That's why I came here for the DJ. But fucking Corona done killed everything. Like, Zam. Now they call me this thing that I don't want to be called. I hate that they call me this. And that's a fucking essential worker. Ugh, I don't want to be no essential worker. No, please fire me. Like, send me the fuck home. Put me on unemployment. Like, you know how much I'd rather be chilling, like at home playing video games. Like, if I was to put all my energy into video games, like, I'll be fucking a badass fucking video game player and shit. They got tournaments and shit. They be paying people a fuck. I don't know. Maybe an Uber driver, an essential worker. I hate this shit. But my other job was a fantasy job. MCing and DJing events. And it's crazy because, like, I love music. But now it's like, I love hip-hop music, and I don't like the music that I'm playing right now. Like, I love hip-hop music. I'm from the old school. Like, I like the old school 90s hip-hop, the early 2000s. Like, those shits told stories. Like, it had plots, it had characters, had settings. Like, you know what I mean? The shit that I'm used to is like shit that be like, who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack a dawn, and now I'm yawning. Wipe the cold out my eyes to see who's this paging me and why. They want to know the character. It's my man Pop from the barber shop. Tell me he was in the gambling spot. Heard the intricate plot. Like, yo, that's a story. That's a characters, a setting, a plot. Like, yo, that's some good shit right there. That's that shit right there. But now hip-hop done changed. It's made some wrong directions and shit. You know what, this one couple of years ago, was the #1 song for a while. Went like this. I'm gonna give you the whole song right here. Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. That's line 1. Let me give you line 2. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Like, fuck, like, damn, man. What's up, man? Like, damn, hip-hop. What you doing now? Fuck. #1 song I was playing. #1 requested song last year before the Rona. Fucking Baby Shark. For real, Baby Shark. Yo, this shit the most viral shit ever. This shit beat Elvis, it beat the Beatles, beat Michael Jackson, and ratings. Like, if you ain't hear the song, your kids know this song. Baby Shark, do 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 do. Baby Shark, do do. You got a little dance to it, but she doing a little dance. You know what I mean? That shit. Yo, like, they got little kids, like babies, knowing it. How the fuck you know this song? Like, you don't got Spotify, like, you don't got YouTube, like, but they do. They be on that YouTube pressing replay, all that shit counts. Fucking Baby Shark. Ladies, right now, if your stomach was hurting when I sung that song, you're pregnant. That's the baby fetus doing the fucking Baby Shark dance. Damn. My life is real crazy because, like, I got a lot of views on life that really don't match your shit. Like, I told you I love hip-hop music, and now I'm starting to like country music because I'm the program director for the country radio station. And once you get force-fed something, you start to like it and shit after a while, like, for real. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? And you start to like it. I like country music for some. Kid Rock is a guy, so Darius Rucker, like, he's a black dude, Darius Rucker. He was from Hootie and the Blowfish. Now he got his own name. But it's awesome because they talk about all the storytelling that used to be in hip hop is now in country. Now they talk about stuff that I could realize. Like, I have a truck. I drive a truck here. Like, I love whiskey. I love me some fucking whiskey. I've had my heart broken many a time. And now the hip hop songs just all Bugatti and Fendi and Prada. I was telling her to go down Waikiki because you could come up with a badass rap song just driving down Kalakaua Avenue. It'd be like Fendi, Prada, Gucci, like Balenciaga. I didn't even know Balenciaga was a real place until Cardi B sang it, and then a store popped up in Waikiki. There's a Balenciaga store right next to the Tesla place. Like, yeah, fucking awesome. But one of the things I try to get across in my comedy is that, like, the things that we're told is not really real. Like, I'm old, y'all. Like, everything that it's changing on me. Like back, they got these smart things. They got the smart tool. They got the smart cars. They got these smartphones. They got these smart assistants, smart TVs. Like, and everything that's smart make you stupid. That's funny. Everything that's smart make you stupid. Like, I'm an Uber driver and I don't even know how to get around town. No, I don't. I don't know no directions. Like, it's all GPS. I don't know anybody's phone number no more. Like, you ask me for my phone number, I don't know my own phone number. You're gonna have, give me your phone number, I'll call you. That's my phone number right there. That's how that works. They got these smart TVs now, right? These smart TVs. Back in my day, we all used to sit around and watch TV. Like, we used to get, if you had a certain time when your TV show would come on. If it's gonna come on 7:30, you gotta be there 7:30, or you ain't never gonna see that show again for years later and shit. You didn't even know that episode existed. Like, so you had to be there. Like, now they got these smart TVs, like, and it's cool because back when we used to watch TV, now the TV watches you. Fuck, right? There's a camera on there recording everything you do, which is cool if you ain't doing nothing wrong, right? If you ain't doing nothing wrong, you don't gotta hide from the camera. But who in this room don't watch porn? No, anybody don't watch porn? Everybody watches porn. That shit's free, y'all. Back in my day, we had to pay for porn. You had to buy the subscription. You had to pay for the DVDs and the tapes. Now porn come on free, and then the motherfucker like, yo, I used to be want to be a porn star, you know what I mean? But you don't pay. The shit's free. Like, everybody gonna see your shit for free. Like, for real, like, damn. It's bad. Like, porn used to be free. You know what used to be free back in the day too? Water. Now you gotta pay for water. This is some old bullshit. Porn is free, water costs money. Like, oh. I wouldn't even be scared that we all watch porn. It's just that I make ugly old faces and shit when I jerk off and shit. You know, some people, when they jerk off, I don't need that shit on camera. They got that shit recorded. Back in my day too, when you had big questions about life, you used to go ask your grandma. You have something, you need a question answered, you go ask grandma. I used to go to my grandma all the time and ask her big questions like, hey grandma, why is the sky blue? My grandma come here boy, I'm gonna tell you why the sky blue. The sky is blue because that's Jesus' favorite color. What? Jesus' favorite color is blue. That's, yeah. Turns out my grandma was bullshitting because now we Google everything. We could fucking fact check anybody. Like, anybody just some old bullshit, you instantly Google them like, fuck. Turns out my grandma was just fucking bullshit. They got these smart cars. I don't understand about these smart cars. These smart cars, these little tiny, I drive a big ass SUV, big monster truck of a car. Like, you know why? Because if I get in an accident, I will survive the accident. That sounds smart to me, right? That sounds smart to me. When you in a little golf cart, smart car, you driving around, boom! You fuck around, get an ankle fucked up, you break your leg and shit. Like, damn, how you gonna hit a pothole in Hawaii and get hurt? So bad. Lately, you know, it's one of the new things in my life is that lately I've been having sleeping problems because of anxiety and shit. Everybody got anxiety here too. Like, you should take sleeping pills, not regular sleeping pills, the healthy choice, melatonin. Y'all heard about this stuff, the melatonin? Let me tell y'all something. Don't fucking try to get high on the melatonin. No. I took a whole bunch of them the other day. Oh, I was supposed to take like 2, but I'm a big dude, so I try to take like 6 of them because I had to go to sleep and wake up. Oh, turns out you get nightmares off those shits, yo. Like, how many having some vivid ass nightmares, some scary ass shit? Like the other day, I took the pills and shit. So I'm sitting there, and I was with one of my ex-girlfriends. We in a hotel, and I'm sitting there in a hotel, and we looking outside, and there's like a riot breaking out, and everybody's like fighting and shit. And then a riot breaks into the building, and I start fighting everybody off, and I'm fighting everybody off, and then they take me over, and then they break in, and they start killing everybody. It's a horrible night. Then the aliens came down, started shooting shit. I'm like, oh, fuck, like, oh, what a fucking dream. I wake up. When you wake up from a nightmare, you get so appreciative of the shit that you have. You know what I mean? You wake up from a nightmare, you like, thank you. Oh my God, I love you. Oh, you be seeing your friends that you don't even like. Yo, you alive. I saw you get killed by aliens and shit. Like, oh, you be hugging people. You be like, oh, I appreciate it. I'm so happy to be here. But it's a complete opposite when you wake up from a good dream. You know what I'm talking about? You wake up from a good dream, you don't appreciate shit. You know what I mean? Like, I got dreams that I'm really famous and shit. Like, I got dreams that I'm emceeing in front of thousands and thousands of people in a stadium. Like, I had that fame and that Justin Bieber fan where I look out the window and he's like, ah! That kind of fame, like. But when you wake up from a good-ass dream like that, when you just making money and you living the best life ever, you wake up from that, you don't appreciate shit. You hate everything. You're like, fuck this house, fuck this little ass stage, these fuck 10 people in the crowd, fuck these people. They be mad as hell. You have to wake up from a good dream, it changes your whole life. You start going to school, you know what I mean? You start working out, stop eating carbs, because in my dream, I got a six-pack. You know what I mean? In my dreams. Change your whole life, start doing stand-up comedy, you know what I mean? I'm chasing my dreams, yo. So fucked up, man. One of my other jobs, like I MC a lot of, what I say something bad. Where the whole, you done took the whole Cardi B space talent. We love you too. 808-219-3091. I was joking, I know my phone number. I live in Waikiki. Oh shit. Now I owe you sex. Damn! Thank you. I got a $20 tip, y'all. This is more than what they paid me for this event. I love y'all. Thank y'all from Ohio, Michigan. Odell, fuck you for taking them all. Oh, shake it up, twerk. Oh, she's having her ass. That's my dream right there, you know. Like, my dream of having threesomes, yo. I made me some money. Damn, I'm done by it. She don't know she could have had so much more. She could like sat on my face for like a half hour. I'm so corruptible, yo. I'm so corruptible. Like for real, she could get marriage proposal for money, like shit. But yeah, we all worry about the wrong stuff. Like I worry about a lot of stuff. I worry about the wrong stuff and I smoke a lot of weed. And I smoke sativa weed. I don't know if you smoke the sativa weed. That shit make you think too much. You know what I mean? Like the dots start connecting and shit. You just be sitting there and be like, oh, you know what? Don't mix YouTube and sativa. No, they got two kinds of weeds. They got the indica and they got the sativa. It is just like the red pill and the blue pill in the Matrix. The blue pill, you can go ahead and live in the Matrix. You know why you're not gonna wake up? You're gonna chill on the couch, eat a bag of chips. It's gonna be the most delicious chips you ever had in your life. Just you're gonna be watching Netflix, you're gonna fuck. You see some shit, like I don't care. You know what I mean? But the sativa, ooh, sativa. I went down a rabbit hole. And I don't know if y'all paying attention, but we about to have contact with aliens, y'all. Like, are y'all worried? This shit came out a couple years ago, but nobody was paying attention, because you know why? Trump, once again. When he came out with the Space Force, everybody thought he was crazy. And it was like, yo, we got aliens at the border. He was like, get the Space Force to stop the aliens. And they're like, no, the Mexicans, no. But no, like, so there's a real, like, we had contact like a year ago, year and a half ago, right here in Hawaii. They got this telescope on top of mountain at some shit. They were protesting against it. But that telescope actually saw a big ass battleship from space coming to Earth. It was in our solar system. It's a huge ass, and they know it's not like it's not like a comet, it's not an asteroid, because the shit was making turns. So it's coming into space. It's called Imua. I think it's from Kamehameha schools. They like Imua. You know what I mean? So it was Imua. It's coming, big ass battleship coming to Earth. And they came to Earth, and I know what happened. I don't know if y'all knew what recently happened, like last year. This thing made a U-turn. A U-turn. Big ass thing coming. You know why I think it saw the U-turn? Because it came in and it saw us rioting and shit. You know, it had us race rioting. It's like, we can't go over there. Like, Yo, don't they gonna fuck us up, like, yo. That's why I like sports. Sports brings us together. Like, I MC a lot of sporting events. And sports is that type of event that it brings you together as a people. Like, there ain't no races in sports. Like, it's how you play, what you got inside your heart. So, that's what sports are for. It takes everything that's bad about humanity, everything that's horrible about us, and it makes it to a positive thing. Like, we can get together with our friends, work hard, wear the same uniforms, and practice, and then go fuck those people up over there, right? That's what sports is all about. That's why I think the aliens are going to do and shit. We're going to come together as a people. Come together, no races, no black, no white, no gay, no straight. We're going to get together and fuck those aliens up. You mean, just last couple months ago, there was a pyramid floating above the U.S. Capitol. Y'all know this? This is not the Joe Rogan podcast, y'all. Like, this is not no conspiracy theory, y'all. This was on 60 Minutes. There was a pyramid floating over the U.S. Capitol. U.S. Capitol says they don't know nothing about it. If you look on a dollar bill, there's a floating fucking pyramid on a dollar bill, yo. Like, how you not gonna know about it? Come on, man. Stop lying, man. I don't believe things because everything that you was taught as an adult was wrong. Like, I was really growing up thinking that ghosts don't exist, Bigfoot don't exist, aliens don't exist, and you know what? Shit, if they do, yeah, you know what don't exist that we thought exists? Your civil rights. Yeah, freedom of assembly, freedom of speech, freedom to party. I mean, that's just all. They take that away from you so fast. I thought they couldn't take that away from us. Like, oh, okay. So all those soldiers that died for freedom could be going, all right, whatever. All right. So, but the reason why I'm so skeptical in my life is that I grew up in a haunted house. Yes, I grew up in a haunted house for real. Like, I had a crazy ass childhood. Like, it started happening right after we saw the movie Exorcist. And with The Exorcist, you watch The Exorcist, yo, like, everything is demonic possessions after that. Like, you see things like, oh, that's the demons, that's the devil. Like, and it's crazy because that's the same time we found religion. Because meanwhile, while there's spooky stuff going in our house, somebody knocks on our door like, boom, 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 boom. Hello? They're like, we're the Jehovah's Witnesses. Are you having a problem with demons? Like, yeah. Like, they had a good ass sales pitch, yo. So now I grew up Jehovah's Witness. I'll let that up. Believe me, we do not want to be knocking on your doors either. No, we don't. They just like, you got knocking on people's door. Like, I don't want to knock on their door. They not the devil. Like, everything's the devil. Like, oh. Like, I remember being in our house playing video games. It was like Nintendo. Remember Nintendo? That shit was the shit. I don't know, for some reason we had to keep on blowing in the cartridge and shit. And to get the games going. We get the games going, all of a sudden the lights go out. The room gets cold, real cold, and you can see your breath. Like, oh shit, what the fuck? Then all of a sudden we start hearing, like, oh shit, it's the devil. So we get all scared and shit, like, we all hiding, like, oh shit, oh shit. Then my father comes in, we're like, oh shit, the devil done possessed my dad. Like, fuck. All my life, I had this belief. But years later, I graduated college. I went away to college. I'm the first person in my family to graduate high school. I'm the first person to graduate college. First person to have student loan debts to fuck up my credit. Like, oh shit. So right after college, I paid $100,000 for a $12 an hour job. Ain't this fucked up? It's fucked up, yo. It's fucked up. I made more money today than I did in fucking radio and shit. By the way, I'm on the radio station. I'm on the 97.5 KHCM, 95.3 KGU radio. Y'all can hear my show on Fridays and Saturdays. But right after this, I graduate college, and I do what every good college graduate does. Move back home with my mom. You know what I mean? I moved back home with my mom. Moved back home with my mom, and then the stuff that we was taught, it's like, oh my God, it's not for real. Like, it turns out that the house wasn't that haunted. It wasn't haunted at all. It's just that we was poor and impoverished. Yeah, like when you poor and impoverished, they'll just turn off your gas. They'll turn off the electricity on your ass. They don't care. Like, for real. They turn off all that shit in the middle of the night. Turns out that the walls are thin in the ghetto, too. It wasn't a ghost in my room. It was my neighbors fucking. Yeah. My neighbors having sex in the next room. You can hear it clear as hell. But this year, we heard it different because it was like, like, oh, shit, that's what that was. Like, turns out I wasn't even, my dad wasn't possessed by the devil. He's just an alcoholic. Yeah, he just come in drunk. But I'd like to give y'all a little bit of word advice. I really believe we need to come together as a people. In Hawaii, they really got here. The aloha spirit here, they really know it. And Hawaii figured this out a long time ago, that the only way for world peace and humanity to be together is not the aliens. You know what's going to bring us together? Interracial sex, y'all. Oh, yes. Go find somebody from another race. Go fuck them. Go fuck them, because you're not fucking for yourself. You fucking for all your ancestors and shit. You know what I mean? So you got to give a good extra effort. Hawaii, no, because you talk to some local girls, you be like, what are you? I'm German, I'm Filipino, I'm Chinese, I'm Japanese, I'm Hawaiian. I'm like, damn! That's a lot of interracial sex, y'all. Another thing we need to do is come together, and we got to eat better. We got to have better diets. In Hawaii, we eat great food out here. Eat better. You know what you can eat that'll help you out? Watermelon. Watermelon is like natural Viagra. Sir, I'm saving you a lot of money. Don't take the pills. Go get some watermelon, dog. You'll be right up there all night. Another thing you should eat to help out your relationships is pussy. Eat pussy, y'all. Eat pussy. And if pussy not enough, eat her ass. Fuck it. Just suck a Snickers out that bitch. Just with the chocolate nougats and caramels. That's something nasty. I was going to say that to the black girls, but they left. I was going to fuck all three of them, y'all. I was going to try. My name is Paco Loco. You can see all my videos on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube at Paco Loco Hawaii. I'm also on Pornhub. Please like and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Ian Shipping.
I love you, Paco Loco. One more time for Paco Loco. This guy does a lot for our comedy scene. He's everywhere now. Jeez Louise. Give it up for all of the comics that you guys have seen today, guys.